Yeah, baby. I really like your big titties. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, 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 yeah, baby. Oh, 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 Jennifer Tilly. Oh, Jennifer Tilly. Oh, Jennifer Tilly. Oh, Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly. Jennifer Tilly. Oh, baby. Oh, oh, baby. Oh, where was I? Where was I?
Hello, Betty Sue. Oh, Cindy. Cindy, why are we naked all the time? Oh, Bobby Sue, we're naked because that was the way God had intended us to be. Oh, you're right, Cindy. I know that God intended our bosoms to be out. And oh, Cindy Lou, your butt looks so good today. Oh, I know. I thought I was the only one who was naked all the time. No, I am naked too, all the time.
Hey,
Who are you?
it's me, Woody.
Woody. Oh, God, who is that?
I'm the sheriff around here.
Oh, God, you pervert.
What? What do you mean?
You've got a Woody.
What? Huh? Oh, well, they don't call me Woody for nothing.
Oh, you.
Okay. Okay, you wanna slap me? Turn around.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay. Ah.
Dang it. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Holy shit. I'll be right back, okay? Stay here.
Okay. We'll be right here, Evan.
Oh shit, I gotta go. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Fuck. I forgot it was in the microwave. Fuck.
Wake up, everyone. Evan's gone.
I call a meeting to order.
Like, oh my God. When is he going to buy us some clothes? Oh, I don't mind being naked. That's because you're a slut and no one likes you. Well, your dad likes me. He thinks I'm sexy. And my dad's a level 3 sex offender. What's your point?
Come on, everybody. We gotta have a meeting.
Oh no, he left us alone with Chucky again.
Listen, everyone. I know that the last time Evan left us all alone, Chucky killed Buzz. But that's not gonna happen this time. Evan's not gonna leave us alone for that long again.
Mommy, I'm scared. Is Chucky gonna kill us like he killed Buzz, Mommy? I don't want him to kill me, Mommy. Please, Mommy, please, Mommy, please. I don't want to die, Mommy.
Don't worry, son. I'll protect you. Your mother and I will protect you.
It's okay, baby. Mommy's here.
My dearest Ferbina, I love you and our family more than words could ever describe. Kiss me, my love.
Oh, honey, I love our family more than anything in the world. You bring light into my life like nothing else. Grandma, why is Chucky so mean?
Oh, little one. Some people, they just choose to do mean things. And it's a choice that he makes to do mean things, little one.
Grandma, is Chucky gonna kill us?
I sure hope he doesn't try to hurt us, little one. But I don't think he's going to kill us.
Grandma, is it gonna hurt if he kills us?
Well, if he did kill us, little one, I'm afraid it would hurt a bit.
Grandma, I think it might hurt if he kills us.
Treasure trolls have a high tolerance for pain, little one. So don't you worry. And Granny Troll is here to protect you.
Worry not, young ones. He cannot kill us all. But he killed Buzz. Any of us could be next.
Oh, he's right.
Look, there's nothing to worry about. I'm sure Evan will be right back. This Chucky fellow's not going to do anything to any of us.
Don't worry. If he attacks us again, we'll all just band together and we'll stop him.
Don't worry, everyone. I'm sure Evan will be back any minute now.
Mom, he's getting up again. Mom, Mom. Oh my God, Mommy, he's getting a knife. Oh my God, he's got a knife, Mommy.
Oh shit. This is not good.
Oh my God, Daddy! Daddy, he's got a knife! He's coming right this way, Mommy! Oh my God, Mommy! He's gonna kill us! He's gonna kill us! He's gonna kill us!
Hasn't anyone ever taught you that it's impolite to talk about someone like they're not even in the room? It seems all that Evan wants to do is play with you these days, all of you. He never wants to play with me anymore. His own friend till the end. He never plays with me because he's too busy playing with all of you. Well, I think it's time I eliminate the competition. It's time to play.
I am the champion of Eternia. Let me handle this villain.
No way, He-Man. This Chucky fellow's a villain, and so am I. The great Skeletor is the only one who can handle this situation.
No, Skeletor. If there's one thing Man-at-Arms taught me, it's you can't fight fire with fire.
I never said anything about using fire, He-Man. You ninny. I'd want to talk him out of it. A villain can talk to another villain. We're on the same level, you dummy.
Why don't you two guys just fuck and get it over with already? Jeez.
Hello, Chucky. In case you didn't know, My name is Godzilla, and I run this roost. That means every one of these people is a friend of mine.
So you think you're a god, huh? Well, you think you can give me a hand? Who's king of the monsters now, bitch?
Hey, Chucky, you leave me and my family alone. You obsolete 80s toy trash.
Furby, you are guilty of being a copy of both Gizmo from the Gremlins and the Good Guy doll. And for this, your punishment is death.
No, you killed my dad! You killed my dad!
No, Ferb! You killed Ferb, you monster!
Shut up, fur bitch.
No, Mom! Why'd you kill my mom? No! God, no! Oh my God, my mom!
Aw, don't worry, little guy. You'll see your mom and dad again soon. In hell!
No,
You just stop it right there, Chucky. I'll put a stop to you.
Shut the fuck up, David the Gnome, or I'll shove this knife so far up your ass, it'll shoot out your fucking mouth.
Chucky, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you're not gonna get away with this behavior with this granny.
You know why I never use the internet? 'Cause I fucking can't stand trolls! Get off my knife.
You killed my grandma. Why did you kill my grandma?
Shut the fuck up, you little bitch. Oh, what's wrong with you? Why are you so scared? What are you, a chicken?
Please, Chucky, stop. You do not have to do this. Yo, Chucky. Hey, tough guy. You're fucking with a Ninja Turtle now, asshole.
I was made in Japan, asshole. I'm more ninja than you'll ever be.
Don't sing it, bring it, asshole.
Sayonara, sucker. Where's your turtle power now, you green piece of shit?
stop it right there! I, Lamb Chop, demand that you stop.
Lamb chops? More like the sacrificial lamb to me. Time to sacrifice the lamb. This is the kill that does not end. Oh, it goes on and on, my friend. Oh, I just kept on killing you, not knowing what I've done. And I'll keep continuing killing you forever, 'cause it's fun. This is the kill that does not end. Oh, it goes on and on, my friend. Oh, I just kept on killing you, not knowing what I've done. And I'll keep continuing killing you forever, 'cause it's fun.
No, Chucky, what have you done? Lamb Chop was pregnant with Raphael's baby. Chucky, you killed the baby. No.
A turtle-lamb hybrid? I think I did the little fucker a favor.
Look, I'm sure you would like to take a blowtorch to me and say some witty one-liner like, "Now you're a roasted peanut," or something like that, but please, spare my life. I'm going to just stay out of this.
You're lucky I have a peanut allergy, asshole.
That's enough, Chucky. I've taken enough. I've stood by and seen enough. If you want to pick on someone, pick on me. I can take a beating. I can take a beating. Pick on me.
Hey, dummy. Test this.
Go to hell, you ugly ass doll.
Come here, you little cunt.
No, go away. No.
Hey, Barbie. Why is my knife like a good song? 'Cause it gets stuck in your head. Where you going, you little bitch? We were never really friends, so I have no problem stabbing you in the back.
What in Eternia are you doing, sir?
I just got back from fucking your mother, and I had some time to kill. So I decided to kill each and every one of your fucking friends, asshole.
I am He-Man, the champion of Grayskull and the master of the universe. I am going to kill you now. Do you have any last words?
This is for Tupac. You killed He-Man, you ugly ginger midget. Oh, I'll get you. You know what? You need to eat a sandwich. Has anyone ever told you you look just like a skeleton? As a matter of fact, fuck a sandwich. Eat this.
Okay, that's it. I've stood by and seen enough, and I can't stand by anymore. You really fucked up now, Chucky, and I never swear. You killed everybody, Chucky.
You killed all my friends. How could you do this, Chucky? Don't you understand? This stops here. This stops now. I'm the sheriff around here, and I'm taking you in.
Oh, yeah? You're mine now, Woody.
Hey, back up. Hey, what are you doing? Hey.
Come here, you little piece of shit.
Hey, get off me.
I'm the boss around here, Woody. How many times do I have to drill it into your head?
Oh, what happened? No, Barbie, Crash, my trolls, Skeletor. Oh, Godzilla, what happened to you? No, little baby troll. Raphael. No, not Raph. And the Furbies. No, not the Furbies. Woody. Oh, the time is here. It is finally here. Child's Play 2019 is finally out in theaters. Child's Play is back. And I have been covering the Child's Play remake since day one. Okay? And my name is Evan Lefavor. I am your friend forever. And in case you didn't know, I am one of the biggest Chucky fans on the planet Earth. I was Andy Barkley's age, 6 years old when the original Child's Play came out. And I remember what it was like when Child's Play was the only Chucky movie there was. And I have been a Child's Play fan since day one. Okay? So it means a lot to me that this movie is being remade because I have very high standards as one of the biggest Chucky fans in existence. Someone who loves and understands and appreciates all of the Chucky movies in the entire Chucky franchise. All right? So you can trust my opinion when it comes to Chucky. You can trust my opinion. All right? Because I grew up with Chucky and I've been a lifelong Chucky fan. So people are wondering, Evan Lefavor, you've been supporting this remake from day one when every other YouTuber, it seems, wanted to trash Child's Play, the remake. You, from day one, your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, has been there being optimistic about this movie, portraying it in a positive light, saying that, hey, check this out. This is going to be good, you guys. All right? And so people are wondering, were my predictions true? Was this going to be a good movie? Was I correct in supporting this movie? Well, I told people, I will give you my honest opinion of this movie when it comes out, and I will give it the benefit of the doubt until then. All right? Until it gives me some reason to hate it, I'm not going to hate on this movie, even though everyone else was hating on this movie. And part of that was due to Don Mancini and some of the original cast members of the Chucky franchise, the original Chucky franchise. Right away, they started attacking this film and wishing that it wouldn't succeed, which doesn't make sense to me because he's got to understand, and they've got to understand, that the success of Child's Play 2019 will be good for their version of Chucky. All right. So, needless to say, Don Mancini and other cast members' reaction to this remake caused a lot of backlash in the community against the remake, but I, from the get-go, was supporting Child's Play the remake and being optimistic. So the question is, what did I think of Child's Play 2019? Did it live up to my hopes and dreams of a reimagining of Child's Play? Ooh-wee, y'all. Ooh-wee, I cannot contain my poker face any fucking more. I'm hyped beyond imagination. I am in love with Child's Play 2019, you guys. Oh my fucking God. This film is like if Steven Spielberg and Stephen King and fucking Stanley Kubrick all came together to work on a fucking Chucky movie together. Oh my fucking God. Do you understand what this movie is like? Do you understand what it's like to watch Child's Play 2019? Oh, this is a spoiler-free review. This is the spoiler-free section, so I'm going to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. This is for the people that haven't seen the movie yet. And if you have seen the movie, you can enjoy this part as well. Because one thing you need to know, all right, and this is not a spoiler. This is not a fucking spoiler. This is just a warning for all of you going into Child's Play 2019. You have to understand that Charles Lee Ray is not in this movie, all right? The whole character of Charles Lee Ray, the serial killer, the Lakeshore Strangler, he's not in this movie at all, all right? That is a completely different Chucky, all right? And the Chucky in this movie is a completely new character named Chucky, a killer toy named Chucky. So I don't want you to be shocked when you go into this movie that Charles Lee Ray is not in this movie, and it has nothing to do with voodoo, and it has nothing to do with possession. All right? I don't want you to be shocked when this happens. So what I want you to do is I want you to go into this movie with a clean slate of expectations. Do not have any expectations for this movie. Because is it a good movie? That's the $1 million question. Is Child's Play 2019 a good movie? Did I like the fucking movie? Fuck yes, I did. Holy shit, dude. This is how you do a remake. And this isn't even a remake. This is a reimagining of Child's Play. All right? This is not just some scene-by-scene recreation of what we got in that original Child's Play movie. No, not at all. This is a completely new, different story. And sure, there is the DNA and the connective tissue of the original Child's Play permeates everything about this movie. But this is a true reimagining of the Child's Play, the original Child's Play. So it is very much in the same spirit of that first movie, but just with a new twist. All right? And I'm not going to reveal anything other than that. All right? But just know that yes, Mark Hamill does an amazing job as Chucky. And his Chucky is not a Brad Dourif impersonation at all. At all. And we will get deeper into his performance as Chucky in the spoilers section that's coming up soon. But I don't want anything that's going to spoil this movie for you whatsoever. All right? Just know that from the second this movie started, I fell in love with this movie. And I fell in love with the Buddy doll and the new Chucky. All right? Because the best horror movies, some of the best horror movies around, can be seen as fairy tales. And they can work as fairy tales as well. And Child's Play works as a fairy tale. Child's Play works because it is a horror fairy tale that could happen, a modern day 21st century fairy tale that could actually happen in real life. And good remakes, good horror movie remakes, they're not just a recreation of a classic character or the classic formula of these classic movies. That's not the way to make a good remake. Really good remakes, they also translate that message of, they really translate that message of the movie, the hidden message. All right? And the original Child's Play was a commentary on the state of the world at the time in 1988. How consumerism was targeting children and how it was essentially taking over the world. The crazy toys that came out in the 80s, and everything was about child consumerism. And Child's Play came along, and it was this reflection of that day and age. And that's why it was so poignant when it was released. And it still is poignant as a period piece. But this is a 21st century reimagining of Chucky. So this Chucky does not take place in 1988. This is a modern day Chucky. All right? A modern day Child's Play. All right? And so, yes, this Chucky is technological. That's all I'm going to say. The Buddy doll is technological, and I love it. I love the fucking look of the Buddy doll. I'll admit it right now. The second I saw this doll on screen, I fell in love. Instantly. Because it's cute, but insanely creepy and scary at the same time. All right? Because you might be asking yourself, did they make Chucky scary again? Yes. Okay, yes. They made Chucky scary again. All right? But this is Chucky, the new Chucky. He is scary in a all new way. All right? And I'm going to get into that more in detail in the spoilers section. All right? But just know that this new Chucky is fucking creepy, y'all. He is fucking creepy beyond imagination. He's a fucking creeper. And he looks creepy, and he does shit that's creepy. All right? Just know that. But this movie is great, you know. I fucking loved it. I loved it from start to finish. It's a fucking masterpiece. Everyone involved with this movie did an amazing job. A fucking amazing job. Lars Klevberg as director, Tyler Burton Smith, the writer, Gabriel Bateman as Andy Barkley, the best Andy Barkley ever. All right, the best Andy Barkley ever, hands down, easily. He just knocks it out of the park as Andy. And, you know, so all the characters. Brian Tyree Henry is Detective Mike Norris. Wow. What a great character. What a great performance. Everybody in this movie does great. All the protagonists, all the characters you love, They do an amazing job. All the characters you hate, they do amazing jobs of getting you to hate their characters. And it's just a very fulfilling experience on so many levels. Because Child's Play, it is a commentary on today's society. Just like the original was a commentary on the time. This new Child's Play is a commentary on our day and age right now. It is a reflection of our times. And that's a big part of the movie. And the fact that this is a Child's Play that could actually happen in real life without any supernatural elements, it makes it very scary. All right, this Chucky is very powerful and he is very scary. And I think you're going to love it. Actually, I know you need to go out and give this movie a chance. See this movie in theaters. Don't be one of those people who falls in love with Child's Play on digital and Blu-ray and regrets not seeing it in theaters when they had the chance. You guys had the chance to see the movie in the theaters. Come on, go out and see this movie. All right? Because like I say, you're expecting a horror movie and it delivers being a horror movie. All right? This movie has some of the most violent and realistic kills of any Chucky movie in the franchise. All right? And the moral of the story is there's the great moral to the story, and we're going to discuss it in the spoilers section. But first, you got to go out and watch Child's Play, y'all. You got to go out and see it twice, y'all. 3 times. I'm going to see it 3 times in the theater, so you should too. Go out and support this movie. Support Chucky, because this is an all-new Chucky. Don't expect it to be Charles Lee Ray, because it's not. This is a new take on Chucky. And sure, this new Chucky has the DNA and the connective tissue of many of the elements of the original Chucky. Okay? But when you see this movie, do not be shocked at how different it is from the original. Embrace it. Embrace it early on, and you will be on for the ride of your life. You are about to see one of the best killer doll, killer toy movies ever made. All right? If you are a Chucky fan, you are going to love this fucking movie. All right? As long as you don't expect it to be exactly like the originals, you are in for the time of your life. This is a moment in history that is going to be looked back upon. People are going to remember when Child's Play was released and just how it captured this moment in history and the future as well, and how it was a cautionary tale in many ways. So you'll be surprised at this movie. Just get rid of your expectations and go and enjoy this movie.
Oh, no, what happened? Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no, all my favorite toys. Oh, God, no. Chucky? Did you do this?
Yes, it was me. I killed them all. I got so jealous. You and I used to be friends till the end, Evan. And we used to play together all the time. We used to have so much fucking fun. But then you started playing with all these other toys instead of me. And it hurt. It hurt real bad. So, I don't know what happened. I just got jealous and I had to kill a couple of them.
Oh, come on, Chucky.
Evan, do you even remember the first time we met?
Oh, of course I remember the first time we met, Chucky. I remember like it was yesterday. Wow. My very own good guy. Oh my God. Wow, you're so cool. Oh my God, you are so cool. You are so cool. You are so cool. Whoa. Hey, little guy.
Hi, I'm your friend till the end. Wanna play?
Yes, I want to play. Oh,
What's your name?
my name's Evan, duh.
Hi, Evan, duh.
No. My name is just Evan.
Hi, just Evan.
No, Evan is my name. My name is Evan.
What is my name?
I know. Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker's a fucking pussy.
Ugh.
It'll be a cold day in hell before I ever be associated with Mark Hamill. Chucky. I like the name Chucky. But my real name is Charles Lee Ray.
Chucky. I want to be your friend till the end. Oh, I love you, Chucky. You're right, Chucky. We are best friends, and I have been neglecting you. Come on, Chucky. You want to go smoke one? Come on, Chucky. You want to go smoke a joint, man? Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
Hey, buddy, you gonna finish that or you gonna pass it?
Oh, shit, Chucky. You want to hit this shit, man? Whoa, Chucky, yeah. Toke, 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 toke. Yeah, Chucky, get it. Toke, toke, toke. Ooh, hit that shit. Hit it hard. Hold it in. Hold it in.
That's fucking harsh, man.
I know, good, right? Holy shit.
Holy shit. Ooh wee. What was in that stuff? I'm more stoned than K Saudi Arabians.
It's called Atomic High. Ooh, it's really good. I love it. I got it from this guy that works at the Tromaville nuclear power plant. Oh my God, this shit is killer.
Oh my god. I'm so fucking high right now. I swear. I feel like I'm having deja vu. Oh, no shit. I really do. I feel like I've seen this before.
Speaking of that, Chucky, what are your real thoughts on the remake, man? What do you really think about this fucking remake they're making about you, man?
I'm glad they're fucking remaking Child's Play. It's about goddamn time.
What? I thought you would have hated this idea. Don't you know Don Mancini hated this idea for a remake that he went all over and blasted it everywhere?
Fuck Don Mancini. That asshole tries to take credit for everything that I do. And you know what? He's not the one keeping me alive. I'm the one keeping him alive. And Don Mancini has been perpetrating this hoax that he's the only one that can make good Chucky movies. So that's why he started bashing the remake as soon as it was announced. But guess what, Don Mancini? You need me more than I need you. And when this remake comes out, everybody's gonna know it. Because look what you did to me, Don Mancini. You see what he did to me in Seed of Chucky, and in Curse of Chucky, and fucking Cult of Chucky. Don Mancini has ruined this franchise.
Whoa. Holy shit, Chucky.
And that asshole went around trashing the remake before it was even made. And all these people who made the movie, like Gabriel Bateman and Aubrey Plaza and Brian Tyree Henry and Lars Klevberg and Tyler Burton Smith, they all need money just like him. They all put hard work into this remake. So for Don Mancini to shit all over it before the movie was even made, he's a fucking asshole. Fuck you, Don Mancini. Fuck you.
Goddamn joint went out, man. Ah, shit.
Honestly, I kinda wish you were in control of the Chucky franchise, Evan.
Whoa, Chucky. Chucky. Holy shit, we got so high that I forgot. Child's Play the remake is in theaters right now. You want to go see it?
Does Taco Bell give you the shits? Of course I wanna go. Let's go see this fucking movie.
It's time to go see the Child's Play remake. Oh yeah, it's time to go see the Child's Play remake.
We are best buddies until the end. Wow, y'all. I'm in love. Child's Play 2019 is one of my favorite movies of all time. And you know me. Child's Play, the original Child's Play, is my favorite movie of all time. So you know my standards are very, very high when it comes to a remake of my favorite movie of all time. And guess what? My expectations were exceeded in many, many ways. Where do I start? Let's start with Chucky himself. And this new Child's Play and what it accomplishes, what this new Child's Play accomplishes is this is not just a remake of a slasher icon. All right, this new Chucky is not just a remake of an 80s slasher icon. This new Chucky is a legitimate movie monster in the same vein as the classic Universal Studios black and white monster movies like Frankenstein, where the audience had sympathy and empathy for these monsters that they saw on screen, and they could understand why that these monsters were the way that they are, and that this new Chucky captures that beautifully, because this new Chucky is not the villain of this movie. This new Chucky is not the bad guy. He's not evil. He's not a villain. He's actually an innocent victim in all of this. Because the only reason Chucky ever does monstrous things in this movie is because Chucky himself in this movie is a product of the environment around him. And that is why he does these monstrous things. Because that is what he has learned. No one has taught him any better. Okay? And it's genius. All right? The scene where Chucky is watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and he idolizes Bill Moseley's Chop Top character, and he looks around the room and he sees them all enjoying this horrible carnage that's happening in this film. And Chucky's just trying to understand it. He's going, wow, they like this. He's like, these people like this. This is what makes them happy. Like, Chucky's trying to learn about reality, and that's what he's learning, that they're watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and they like what's happening, okay? And so, Chucky's just an innocent victim in all this. And I knew right away when they announced that Andy was going to be 13 that these kids were going to be teaching the doll to do evil shit, that they were going to be the ones to turn Chucky evil, okay, and influence him to do bad things and teach him how to say bad things. And I really like this whole new concept that Chucky can play back recordings, audio recordings, and video recordings on the TV. That shit was great. Like the scene where Chucky plays back the sound of Andy's cat being murdered by him. He plays back the audio of that for Andy while he's in bed in the middle of the night, in the middle of the dark. Like, that shit is creepy because Chucky thinks Andy hates the cat. All right? Chucky is interpreting the world very literally. So everything Andy says, he takes very literally. And he loves Andy more than you could ever imagine. And all he wants to do is protect Andy and be his best friend and look out for him and, fulfill his wishes. All right? So he heard Andy say, he saw the cat hurt Andy, and he saw Andy say that he hates the cat, and Andy wished the cat would go away. All right? So that is why Chucky attacked the cat. That's why Chucky killed the cat. All right. Fuck. That was horrible. The first death in the movie is a fucking cat. And that's one of the, that's one of the things you never want to do in a horror movie. That's a horror movie taboo. You can kill as many humans as you want, but don't fuck with the cat. All right. But that's the first move they made Chucky do, is they made him fuck with the cat. So it's hard to redeem someone in a horror movie after they've crossed that taboo. But they managed to do it. They managed to do it with Chucky. No matter what kind of horrible shit Chucky does in this movie, you still feel for him. You're still on his side. Part of you is on his side because you see that he's just an innocent victim. You see that this Chucky is not evil, all right? That he does care, all right? That he does the things he does because he cares so much. It's because of his love and his caring that he does the things he does, all right? And, in that way, he's a lot the opposite of Charles Lee Ray. Because Charles Lee Ray, he knew he was evil, and he just didn't give a fuck. And this new Chucky, he doesn't know he's evil, and he does give a fuck. He does care. And the fact that he loves so strongly, he loves Andy so strongly, is his main motivating factor for everything he does, even the monstrous shit. Okay? And so, yes, Chucky is a sympathetic victim in this story. And you think he's going to be the villain. And you see Chucky do a lot of, he kills a lot of people that had it coming, a lot of assholes, he enacts vengeance. And, but, even though Chucky is this sympathetic character, he's still the antagonist of the story. He still is scary. He's scary. You're still scared of Chucky. He never becomes the hero. All right. The other Chucky, the old school OG Chucky, Charles Lee Ray, he eventually became the hero of the franchise. And even though this new Chucky, you were rooting for him in many instances, there comes a point in the movie where he does cross the line from being a good guy into being out of control and doing, the justifications for him killing people become more outrageous, and you have less sympathy for his actions. So, this new Chucky is different. He's very different than the old Chucky, and I like that. I like that, you can make a list of the similarities between the old Chucky and the new Chucky. You can make a laundry list of the similarities between them. The fact that they look alike. The fact that they both spout one-liners. The fact that they both kill people in crazy ways. The fact that, the whole plot. There's so many similarities you can name about the two different Chuckies, but there's also a laundry list of differences that have these two different Chuckies, the Charles Lee Ray and Chucky, stand out on their own. And I'm here to tell you that this new Chucky redefines the word Chucky, and I think that Mark Hamill and Tyler Burton Smith and Lars Klevberg and the whole team with the Child's Play 2019, they have claimed the name of Chucky. All right, forevermore, the 2019 Child's Play version of Chucky will be known as Chucky, and the OG Chucky, to me, from now on, will be known as Charles Lee Ray. All right, that's who I will refer to the OG Chucky as from now on, is Charles Lee Ray. Because that is Charles Lee Ray. And this new Chucky is not Charles Lee Ray. So it's as easy as that. It's as simple as that. Okay, it is as simple as that. So the moral of the story is Mark Hamill's performance as Chucky is mind-blowing. It's so good that never once in the movie do you ever think in your head, wow, this is Mark Hamill doing Chucky. Not once watching Child's Play will you ever even think that this is Mark Hamill. He never once sounds like Mark Hamill. He never once sounds like the Joker. He never once sounds like Luke Skywalker. He never once sounds like the old Brad Dourif Chucky. All right? This is a brand new interpretation of this character that is this new Chucky. He created a new character that is, you don't see it as Mark Hamill doing a voice. You don't see it as anything other than Chucky. He literally brought this character to life, and it's magnificent. All right? The fact that it's so subtle, that his performance is so subtle and so exact that it's so seamless. He brings Chucky to life seamlessly. And it's great. I love it. And I love the look of the Buddy doll. I fell in love with it the second I saw it on screen because it's cute and it's creepy at the same time. The Buddy doll is I love the design. I love that it's not like a Cabbage Patch style of, the old Chucky. I would actually be a little pissed if this doll looked exactly like the old Chucky did. I like that it looks sort of like it, and mostly it looks like the old Chucky, but there's so many distinct differences that it really does set this Chucky apart. And I was never offended by these differences. I actually embraced them right away, and that's what I love about this movie. Chucky was amazing, and the fact that he is an innocent victim in all this, and he's not evil. The fact that he's not evil, even though he's doing evil things, and even though he gets out of control, that is what's beautiful about this new Chucky, is we get to see his arc, his character arc. We get to see his story, his origin story. And we get to see how he goes down this path. And it becomes a cautionary tale. Which brings us to some of the hidden meanings behind this film. And there are many. This is not just a commentary on our current culture, and it really is. This is a cautionary tale. A lot of the best horror movies of all time are cautionary tales, warnings for what could happen, all right? And this is very much one of those movies. It definitely is a cautionary tale. And it is a commentary on how technology has taken over our lives on planet Earth in the present day. And a lot of people argue, oh, well, it's been done before. The AI going crazy and killing people's been done before since 2001 Space Odyssey, man. I've seen it before, man. I Robot, man. It's like, all right. Sure, we've seen the AI gone awry subplot before. But never has it been so close to home as it is in Child's Play 2019. All right. This movie is so rooted in our actual reality right now that it's pretty fucking scary. It's scary how accurate this movie is. This is not a science fiction movie, okay? If you would have produced Child's Play 2019 in 1988, and set it in the year 2019 and had all this technology, it would have been viewed as a fucking science fiction movie. Okay? But now we are living in that reality today. We are living in this reality with these smart devices and these smart toys. All right? And these phones, smartphones, and all this shit. And we're all in our own little worlds and our own little screens. All right? And I love that about Child's Play 2019. It doesn't throw the technology in your face like these other reboots, like the Friday the 13th reboot, where they had to have everybody on a cell phone, or the Leprechaun reboot, and they always got to flash a cell phone and be like, see, we're in the 21st century now, dude. Okay? Like when Child's Play throws technology in your face, they do it in a very clever way. And yes, it is commentary on our current worldview. And the message is not just a reflection about the dangers of technology. Because it's not really an anti-technology movie. It's not saying technology is evil and bad. It's not a demonization of technology movie. It's more a demonization of humanity movie. That the deeper moral of this story is not pointing blame at the horror movies and saying, see, it's the movies that made Chucky do it. Or pointing blame at the technology. See, it's the technology's fault that it killed all these people. No. In this movie, it's the humans' fault. It's the kids that turned Chucky evil. It's their fault. And the real message of the movie is, the real moral here is what kind of responsibility we all have as role models, as friends, to our other friends, because whether you know it or not, if you're a friend to someone, you're a role model. Whether you're a friend or whether you're an older brother or you're a parent, a father or a mother, you are a role model, a teacher, whatever the case may be. The people in your life you are role models to, and they look up to you, and they are impressionable. And this movie explores what kind of responsibility do we have as human beings and as friends to make sure that we influence our friends and nurture them into growing into being better people and being the best people they can be, as opposed to encouraging them to do stupid things or encouraging them to do bad things or being a bad influence on them in some way, shape, or form. Because there's a lot of people that will pretend to be your friend, but they're not. Okay, they will influence you to do bad things. They'll say, hey, come hang out with me. And then they'll teach you to do bad shit. They'll influence you to do bad shit. All right, and that's how people end up getting on heroin. Okay, that's how people end up doing all kinds of crazy stuff. All right, and this movie really explores what true friendship really means. And it really means, being a good influence on your friends, not letting your friends go down the wrong path, not letting your friends do stupid shit, not teaching your friends how to do stupid shit, not teaching the people that look up to you to do stupid shit and go down the wrong path. Like that, we actually have a responsibility as human beings to nurture the ones we care about and nurture the ones that look up to us as role models, because you can't choose whether you're a role model or not. You really can't. So this movie explores that. So it's a valuable movie to not only parents, but older brothers and sisters and only children, people who are only children. Everyone can relate to this film and this message. So I like that. I like that people are going to watch this movie. Kids are going to watch this movie, and they're going to think in their heads about the impact that they have on the people around them, because they see what happens to Chucky. All right. And I like that people will be mindful, hopefully, of making a positive impact on those around them and nurturing people to develop into good people instead of developing into monsters. Because I'm sick of seeing people pretending to be people's friends, and then they just encourage them to do stupid things and do bad things and to get into trouble. And they're really not their friends. So there are a lot of hidden meanings in this movie, Child's Play. And it's not a demonization of technology movie. This is not about, technology is evil, look what it can do. That's not what this movie's about. This is about human beings are evil, look what they can do type shit, But it's not really a demonization of humanity either. It's not anything like that. It's just a movie that makes you question things and makes you think about things. And that's what's really valuable about this movie, is that I think even more so than the original, like the original had a kind of subtext to it that you could think about on a deeper level if you really examined shit and really, but this really puts it in your face. This puts this whole commentary, and it's more than just subtext. It's like right out in the open in this movie through the whole thing. And this message pervades the entire movie of this responsibility we have as friends to our friends and what friendship really means. Okay? Because, hey, if Andy would have been a better friend to Chucky, would things have turned out the way they did? All right? Because Chucky doesn't start going crazy in this movie until Andy starts exposing Chucky to these other kids who pretend to be Andy's friend. All right? These kids pretend to be Andy's friend. And what do they want to do? They want to teach his buddy doll to do and say bad shit. All right? And that's all they care about. And I like that they kind of showed that in this movie. This movie really is about friendship. All right. And I like that they've taken what was just a catchphrase of the good guy in the original, hi, I'm Chucky and I'm your friend till the end. Friend till the end. That they have taken that line and really made it the motivating factor of Chucky in this movie, and the whole meaning behind this movie, that this new Chucky really does love Andy, and that is his motivation, is that he loves Andy more than anything in the world, and he would do anything to protect Andy. He would do anything to make Andy's dreams come true and, fulfill Andy's wishes. And that's, it makes Chucky a sympathetic character. When they're killing Chucky, when they hold him down and they're killing him and he doesn't understand what's going on, holy fuck, guys. Talk about a heartbreaking moment. Jesus Christ. And it's like, they created him. They made him that way. He didn't know any different. So it's like Chucky really is a victim in this movie, and that's going to surprise people. They're expecting him to be the villain. They're expecting him to be this evil, menacing force of evil, and he's not. He's actually, he does monstrous things that he doesn't realize are evil, and he thinks he's doing good. So that's the difference between Charles Lee Ray knows he's doing evil things. This new Chucky doesn't know he's doing evil things. And it makes that alone makes him more evil. I mean, if you're doing evil things and you're not aware that they're evil, that's like even more evil. That's twice as evil. So, I mean, I like this movie, okay? I love it. And, I don't mind that we lost the whole possession subplot. I like that. If you want to see a killer doll movie about possessions and serial killers possessing dolls, that original Child's Play will always be there. It will always be there. And the people who made Child's Play 2019 know that. That is why they didn't try to replicate the original movie in any way. They didn't try to recreate that original movie in any way. They only reimagined the concept of this movie. All right? And that is what makes this movie so good. So a lot of people will consider this to be a remake of Child's Play, but it's not really a remake of Child's Play from 1988. Child's Play 2019 is a reimagining of the original script for Child's Play, which was called Blood Buddies by Don Mancini. And in this original script, there was no Chucky, there was no Charles Lee Ray. The doll's name was Buddy. It was a buddy. And the doll mixed blood with Andy, and it wanted to protect Andy, and it would kill anyone who fucked with Andy. The story is Tom Holland. What happened is Tom Holland, the director of Child's Play, rewrote the script and came up with this character of Charles Lee Ray and named the doll Chucky and yada yada. It became what it became. So Child's Play 2019 is all, in essence, a reimagining of Blood Buddies, the original script by Don Mancini that MGM bought to produce. So, and I like it. Holy shit, do I like it. I love it. I fucking love it. I think it's a great adaptation, a great version of Chucky, because, like I said, I remember what it was like to be a 6-year-old kid when Child's Play was the only Chucky movie there, and there was no Child's Play 2 or any of the other Chucky movies. And if you've never seen Child's Play, you just walk in and see that VHS cover of Chucky with the knife, and your imagination fills with all these crazy ideas of what this movie about this killer toy could be about. And the stuff that flood into my mind before I ever saw the movie, the spirit of that is captured in this new remake. And like I said, if this movie today, this movie perfectly captures the world we live in today. But if this movie, if you could time travel back and show it to people 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it would be a sci-fi movie, right? It would be science fiction, but this is our reality that we live in, and that's cool. That's definitely cool. The highlight of the movie is honestly Gabriel Bateman as Andy. He's the best Andy Barkley. He's the third person to ever portray the character. And I personally, as a Chucky fan who loves all the Chucky movies, I have no shame in admitting that Gabriel Bateman is the best Andy Barkley of all time yet. All right, the best person to ever portray it. And this version of Andy is great. I love that he is portrayed as an older kid. He's twice his age as in the original. And it's great. It's a lot better because you get a better performance out of the character. And this character, in the original, Andy was not the main character. Karen Barkley was the main character of Child's Play. And Andy was a supporting character. Even though he was kind of the MacGuffin of the movie, he was just a supporting character. But in this Child's Play 2019, Andy Barkley is the main character outside of Chucky. He and Chucky really steal the show. And their relationship is great. And I'm glad that they focused a lot on the relationship between Chucky and Andy and really built that up. And I do like it. It got fun when the kids started making Chucky do evil shit and teaching him to do bad things. And as the audience, you're just going, oh no, don't do this, don't do this. Like, that's great, But I can't help but feel that there was about a half an hour of crucial stuff cut out of this movie. And I feel that it would have been a much better movie if this half an hour of footage would have been inserted back into it. One of Andy's friends in the movie, this kid with the backwards hat, you see him in the final shot of the movie like he was there the whole time. And you can just tell his whole character was cut out of the movie. And I know there's a lot of stuff with Karen Barkley that was cut out of the movie, and a lot of stuff with Andy and Chucky that was cut out of the movie, and a lot of stuff with Andy and his friends that was cut out of the movie. Right? A lot of character building that we missed out on. Like, I think the original cut of this movie was probably a half an hour longer, and it was a lot more like a Goonies movie. And people were probably like, what is this, Goonies or Chucky? We need to get back to Chucky. So they edited the movie down to focus less on the group of kids and more on the relationship between Andy and Chucky. Which, I mean, yeah, that's fine. And I understand wanting to get it down to an hour and a half time, because that's what all the Chucky movies have ever been, is an hour and a half. So it's like, that's what they want to hit, but why do that? Why arbitrarily try to get your movie down to an hour and a half when there's valuable, character building that shouldn't be cut from the movie? But, who knows? Who am I to judge? I can't judge what was cut out of the movie. Maybe what was edited out felt like it dragged the movie down at certain parts in the pacing. So who am I? I don't know. I can't say I would prefer an extended cut over the cut I saw in the theater because I haven't seen the extended cut yet. But I do ask Lars Klevberg, please make an unrated extended cut. Give us a 2-hour and 20-minute Child's Play cut. Put all the stuff back in, my friend, and we will buy that shit. We will buy that for $1, my friend. So the friendship between Andy and Chucky is great, it's great. We get to see that develop. But then, of course, it starts to turn sour. We start to see this friendship deteriorate before our eyes. And, it's not really Chucky's fault, For the most part, it's Andy's fault. It's Andy's fault that the friendship goes sour. Andy's not the best friend of friends to Chucky. Chucky wants to be a good friend to Andy. Chucky would do anything for Andy. Chucky would fucking kill for Andy. He would kill someone. Chucky's like Andy's best friend. He would fucking kill anyone for him. Okay, that's how much he loves Andy. All right. So, you know, but the relationship goes sour, and I love that Chucky shows in this movie that he is not just this naive AI learning about the world that isn't capable and isn't smart and cunning, because he is. He shows that he is a genius in this movie because he's a master manipulator. He uses his ability to replay audio clips and video clips onto TVs to fuck with people, to turn people against each other, and to get his desired result. All right. Chucky knows that that Andy's mom's boyfriend is an asshole, so he intentionally replays Andy's voice clip of him saying, "Oh, he's an asshole, he's an asshole, he's an asshole." And he's like, "What?" And he blames Andy for it because Chucky knew this guy would get mad about it. So he wanted to provoke this guy into showing his true colors. And in the Zedmart scene, when Andy doesn't know that Omar's new buddy doll is really Chucky, when he first finds out that Omar's new buddy doll is really Chucky, oh shit, because he thought he destroyed Chucky, dude. They thought they really killed Chucky. And ooh, how scary was that shit? Ooh, Chucky's back. He's like, "I'm your friend, Andy, remember? We're never not gonna be friends. You're never gonna get rid of me, Andy." Like, holy shit, dude, that shit was great. And so, and then like, Andy's like, "No, fuck you, no, I hate you." And then he's like, "Oh, really?" And then Chucky's like, "Look what I can do." And he starts putting up the shit on the evidence on all the monitors of him saying, "I wish you would kill this person," or "I wish he was," like all the times Andy provoked him into killing people. Because Chucky's like, "No, I killed them because you fucking told me to, dude. You might have not thought I was listening, but I was listening, and I only did it for you and because of you. And not only that, I can make it look like you're the one who did it this whole time and say you're the one who made me do it, okay, asshole? I can frame you at any fucking point in time." Like, I love that Chucky's threatening Andy and like he's gonna frame him and shit. Like, that shit is crazy. It takes Chucky to another level. It makes him more scary. You know, because he's consciously aware of his ability to frame Andy. And so, yeah, this new Chucky, his ability, I like his ability to replay stuff. Ooh, I love what they did with Mike Norris in this movie. Brian Tyree Henry knocked it out of the park. Loved his character. Totally best Mike Norris ever. I mean, I love Chris Sarandon in the original, of course. He's iconic. But this Mike Norris is so much more likable. He's a likable guy, and you really get to know him. And you go on this journey with Mike Norris where, you see him building this relationship with Andy, and it's really cool. And he's just joking about being suspicious of Andy, and, everything's playful. All the while, on his day job, he's trying to solve these murders and find out who this serial killer is. And they're like, "Oh, it's got like little handprints and shit." And so it's like, he's like, "Huh?" Like, he's trying to figure it out. And he's trying to connect the dots. Like, who is this killer? And, there's that whole scene where Andy's sitting at the dinner table because he's trying to get that fucking watermelon present out of there. And, they actually talk about it. Mike Norris is like, "What is this? What's in here, Andy? Like, what is this?" And then later on, they're like, "Look what we found in the chute." And they show it's the dude's face stretched over the watermelon. It's Shane's face. And he sees the wrapping paper around it. And all the evidence implicates that Andy is the killer. So what's going through Mike Norris's mind is, holy fuck, this little kid, he did it all. He set it all up. He killed his mom's boyfriend because he didn't like him, and then he's the one who taught his mom Doreen how to order the Caslin car. So he thinks that Andy showed up in the back of the Caslin car and killed her and hacked it somehow. He's putting it all together thinking, man, this kid just is killing all these motherfuckers. And so when he goes to arrest Andy, oh, that's some real shit. And Karen's like, but it's my son. He's like, I don't give a fuck if it's your son. I was like, all right. And then, when you see him get his throat slit, I was so pissed. I was like, oh, what? You do not kill him like that. No, Mike Norris did not just get killed by a motherfucking Caslin drone. Tell me that shit did not happen. And then the big finale with Chucky and Karen and Andy, and boom, Mike Norris comes in to save the day. This is the end. Boom! And he gets to be the one that kills Chucky. You know what I'm saying? That was so great. Yeah, because I was like, this new Mike Norris, what's different about him is he's not the one that killed Charles Lee Ray, so it makes him different, but they made it so he's the one that gets to kill Chucky. But I guess Karen helps too when she rips the head off and shit just to make sure. You gotta make sure. But yeah, so that was great. Love it. Great work, Brian. You fucking knocked it out of the park, my friend. One minor complaint that I have about this movie, and it's just a minor complaint, is that in the original, Karen Barkley was pretty much the main character of the movie. And so to see her character kind of take a back seat in this movie is kind of disappointing, because I really hold that character in high regard. But I mean, what they have here in this movie, I like. I love Aubrey Plaza as Karen Barkley. She's really, she's, a mom who's struggling, and you can see that. And she's one of those young moms who, she's trying her best to be her son's friend as well, not just be a mom, but be his friend. And she's realizing that she can't do that alone, so she gets the doll for him. She gets the buddy. And, so I like Karen, but I wish she had more to do in this movie. And I would have loved to have seen more. I would have loved to seen her part be bigger, because she really could contribute a lot. But hey, Aubrey Plaza, you did great. You did great. You knocked it out of the park. And I really do like this interpretation. I think the casting was perfect, I think as Gabriel's mother, it was good casting for sure. My only complaints with the movie at all are that I had high expectations for the Zed Mart scene going into it. I really wanted to see all the Buddy 2 dolls come to life and be controlled by Chucky and start massacring everyone, and see like 10 good quality kills back to back, all in one scene. And I'm thinking that might have been how it was in the original script, and they ran into, this movie had a strict timeline that they had to get it done by. And so, because the release date was already locked down, so, they had a short amount of time to finish this film. And so I don't think they were able to really fully realize the Zed Mart scene. And I had high expectations for it, so I was a little disappointed that we didn't get to see all the Buddy 2 dolls come alive. But we did get to see the Buddy Bear, y'all, the Buddy 2 Bear, which was awesome. And Fallon gets to, get her kill in. She kills the Buddy Bear and saves Andy. That is cool. So I like that. I like that about this movie. But yeah, I was a little disappointed with the scene. But after my expectations die down and I embrace the scene for what it is, I think I'm really going to appreciate the Zed Mart scene in the future. And the only other scene that felt like it was a bit rushed was the ending confrontation between Andy and Karen and Chucky. I think the scene where Chucky's like, let's open you up and see what we're working with. I think that was really rushed. I think, you know, that was a scene that was devised in post production, and through clever editing, they were able to make it look like, that's the ending they shot. But I think that, it was a little rushed. I think that they ran out of time and they ran out of budget shooting that ending scene, and I wish they would have took more time with that to make it a little more poignant, kind of like make it a little more dramatic, take a little more time with it. But I don't know. I've only seen the movie once, so I need to see it again before I can really formulate an opinion. But those two small little complaints are nothing compared to the masterpiece that is this movie. I really, really like Child's Play 2019. It's one of my favorite movies ever, one of my favorite horror movies ever, easily. To me, it's Spielbergian. It's like a Stephen King style, almost, like I said, Stanley Kubrick, and the movie has a visual flair. The visual flair, the lighting, the cinematography, the realism, all right? The kills in the Chucky movies have always been over the top and cartoony ever since Universal Studios got a hold of the franchise. All the kills were over the top and cartoony, and, it's like a cartoon violence. But the violence and the gore and the kills in Child's Play 2019 are fucking over the top, gory, realistic. They're not over the top, they're realistic and gory and extreme. And it's the most gory, realistic, violent kills in the franchise's history. And it really sets a tone. And these death scenes, I like that the death scenes in this movie are very scary, all right? Chucky is legitimately scary in this movie. Even though you want to see him kill some of these scumbags, you're still scared for them. Even though you hate these characters, the scene is so scary that you actually go, wow, if I was in this situation, I'd be scared right now. Like the movie's that effective that it breaks it down, okay? And that's why this movie works on such a higher level than, the Child's Play sequels from Universal. Because those movies were just schlocky experiences. The kills in those movies, you're never scared. You're just there for a schlocky, over-the-top kill. But this is not, Child's Play 2019 is not a fucking slasher movie. All right? The kills in these movies are scary as fuck. They're realistic. They're terrifying. The whole scene, they're not instant. It's not like Chucky just pops out and stabs you. All right, this new Chucky toys with his victims. He is a toy, but he toys with his victims. And these death scenes go on and on and on, and he just keeps fucking with these people as he's killing them. And it's fucking brutal. And it adds a whole element to this, an element of horror that really makes this a horror masterpiece. All right. The original Child's Play is a PG-rated movie. It's a G-rated movie compared to the violence and gore in Child's Play 2019. And all the violence, even the most violent of the original Chucky films, like Seed of Chucky, that was all cartoon violence compared to this, all right? This is some crazy shit. So bravo to everyone who did the special effects and worked on this movie. It was amazing. This movie is amazing. Child's Play 2019, fucking bravo. I loved every second of this movie. And yes, the soundtrack was amazing. The score, c'est magnifique. It just set the tone. And I'm ready. I'm ready for Child's Play, the sequel to Child's Play 2019. And not only am I ready for it, I have a pitch, y'all, for the greatest sequel ever made in horror movie history, the sequel to Child's Play 2019, and I'm about to tell it to you now. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, y'all. Guess what? Your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, is a screenwriter, and I have the perfect idea and pitch for the sequel to Child's Play. And I'm about to spoil it all for you. So be warned, because I actually do want to pitch this to MGM and get everybody involved that was involved with the original film and move forward on this as the sequel. So if you want to see this as the sequel, make sure to share this and say, hey, we want Evan Lefavor, and start a petition for this to be the sequel to Child's Play. This film is called Child's Play, The Chucky Project. That's right, Child's Play, The Chucky Project, y'all. Let me show you how the movie opens up. The movie opens up with a campfire, and these kids are sitting around a campfire. And the kid goes, have you ever heard the legend of Chucky? And they're like, what do you mean the legend of Chucky? And he's like, you ever heard of the Caslin Company? They're like, what? No, what do you mean Caslin Company? And he's like, you know the Caslin Company, duh. And they're like, of course. So he's like, well, did you know Henry Caslin had a child named Chucky? They're like, well, so what? He had a kid named Chucky. What's so important about that? He goes, well, his little son Chucky died at 6 years old. He was only 6 years old on his 6th birthday. He died in Caslin headquarters, where to this day is the epicenter of the AI system that runs all the Caslin products and buddy dolls on planet Earth. The people are like, so what, man? What's the point of that? He's like, well, the legend is that Chucky, Caslin's son Chucky, was testing out some top secret new Caslin technology, and it malfunctioned and killed him. And they're like, whoa. And he's like, and they say, the legend says that his soul still haunts the building to this day. And then the guy's like, oh, bullshit, ghosts, supernatural, you expect me to believe in that supernatural shit? I liked your story up until that point, dude. And he's like, well, no, check it out. Not only that, have you heard of Andy Barkley? And they're like, who's Andy Barkley, man? He's like, Andy Barkley. His buddy doll named Chucky went on a killing spree and killed all kinds of people. And they're like, well, that's just a coincidence, man. That's nothing, man. That's not related. And then all of a sudden, boo, a buddy doll. Someone jumps out with a buddy doll and scares everybody. And the buddy doll's like, hi. And they're like, hey, little dude, what's up, man? And the dude's like, whoa, you scared the shit out of us. And then the buddy doll's like, oh, don't shit yourself. And they're like, whoa, you can say that? And they go, oh, you can say shit? And the buddy doll's like, no shit. And so then the doll's like, hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? And the dude's like, whoa, Chucky. Holy shit. And Chucky's like, I'm going to kill you now. It should be so much fun. And the dude's like, what? Are you making him say that? You're making him say that, aren't you? And the dude who brought the doll's like, no, I'm not making him say that, man. I'm not making him say that. And then Chucky pulls up a knife and he starts coming at the dude. And the dude's like, and then Chucky keeps getting closer with the knife. And the dude's like, dude, this is hilarious. Okay, make him stop, dude. Make him stop, bro. And the doll keeps coming. He's like, I'm not making him do this, dude. I'm not making him do this. And then the dude, and then Chucky just like stabs the dude, says this one-liner, stabs the dude. And then the whole beginning scene is Chucky killing everybody around the campfire, right? So then the next scene is a courtroom, and Andy's on trial, and they're questioning Andy in the courtroom. And so they're like, so you guys taught him how to stab. You taught the buddy doll how to stab things? And Andy's like, yes, but it was for a viral video. They were trying to make a stupid video. And so basically, they're on trial. Andy's on trial. And the Caslin Company testifies that they had no wrongdoing, that they tested there was no defects in any of the buddy dolls, and they go through rigorous testing for quality assurance, and that Caslin had nothing to do with it, and they blamed Andy Barkley for tampering with the doll. They said it was him, so they blame it all on Andy. So Andy ends up taking the blame for all the Chucky murders. Instead of Caslin getting blamed, Andy gets the blame as an accomplice in the Chucky murders, okay? Because he has to testify about all this shit, and Mike Norris is pissed. When Mike Norris finds out that Andy taught Chucky how to be a monster, that these kids actually taught him how to stab things, and that he knew Chucky was killing people but didn't tell. So Andy ends up in jail, jail for kids, and he's getting fucked with in jail, and he's trapped in there, and everything's fucked up. And so then we show Henry Caslin, right? And Henry Caslin comes out on stage, and he's like, I am here to show you Caslin's newest technology, because buddy, everybody needs a friend, not just kids, but everyone alive deserves their own best friend. I now show you, I present to you the Buddy 3, right? And then they show a sizzle reel of the Buddy 3. And the Buddy 3 is now the new model of the Buddy doll. He's bigger than the old Buddy. And he's like a regular Buddy doll, but he's got a hand. His hand can go off, and he's like got a Swiss Army knife on his hand that can turn into all these different utensils. So it's like Buddy 3 can help you chop your onions. And you see the knife come out of Buddy 3's arm, and he's like chopping the onions. And they show Buddy 3 can help around the house, and he's got a hammer, and he's like hammering in nails and shit. And Buddy 3 can even light your cigarette for you. And this fire comes out of his hand, like his hand or his finger, a fire comes out and shit. So basically, this new Buddy 3 is the Buddy for adults. Oh yeah, and then he's got a corkscrew can come out. He's like, he can open wine bottles. And this corkscrew comes out, and he pulls open wine bottles for you. So it's the Buddy for adults, right? And they're like, and Caslin's like, I now present you Buddy 3. And Buddy, after the sizzle reel, then Buddy 3 actually walks out on stage, and he's like, ha ha ha. And so there's all these Buddy dolls and shit, right? And there's Buddy, it's like the E3 of Caslin, and they're showing off all the Buddy models, and there's all these Buddy dolls around. And so basically, all of a sudden, Chucky takes over. Chucky takes over and he takes Caslin hostage. Chucky takes over the Buddy 3 body. All of a sudden, Chucky's in the Buddy 3 body, and he's holding Henry Caslin hostage. and he says, "Hey, I'm gonna kill everyone on planet Earth and Henry Caslin if you don't give me Andy Barclay." So it's Christmas morning. Buddy Two Dolls are all around the Christmas trees, all around the world, and kids are opening their dolls, and guess what? Chucky has taken over and possessed every Buddy Two Doll on the planet, and he's taken over every Caslin product on the planet. Okay? And he is now using these dolls to kill everyone in the most over-the-top ways possible. So we have scenes of kids opening their Buddy dolls on Christmas morning and the whole family being attacked by their Buddy doll and crazy, scary shit happening. All right. We're going to have church, Christmas mass at a church, like a Catholic church, getting attacked by Buddy dolls. And all the Buddy dolls are going to come into the church and start attacking the priest and attacking everyone. We're going to have all these scenarios where the Buddy dolls are just taking over and attacking everyone and killing everyone. And Caslin products are killing people and drones are flying around. And so it's the Buddy apocalypse, y'all. Okay? And so they release Andy. And not only that, they're in this new movie. There is a good version of Chucky. We're introducing a good version of Chucky who still loves Andy, who still wants to be Andy's best friend, but he's there to protect Andy from the evil Chucky. He's there. All right? So there's a good Chucky along for the ride, trying to help Andy and his friends and save the world. All right? So they release Andy. Andy reunites with his friends, Pug and Phelan and Omar. They reunite and they're pulled together by Karen Barkley and Mike Norris, who are now pulled together, and Andy Barkley becomes the key to saving the world because the entire world is now under attack by Chucky. Chucky is attacking the entire world. And now we find out in this movie that Chucky uploaded himself to the cloud, the Caslin cloud. All right, we find out Chucky uploaded himself to the cloud and that he now knows everything that's on the internet. So he knows everything on Wikipedia, everything on Google, everything on YouTube, everything, every movie ever. So he knows all the memes. He knows all the viral videos, and he's a horror movie fan, and this new Chucky is a fan of all the old slasher movies, and he idolizes these slashers, and he wants to become a real-life slasher. That's why he kills everyone in the most over-the-top ways possible. So this new Chucky is a super genius, a mastermind, and he's always quoting movies. He's always saying one-liners that have all these double meanings and deeper meanings, so that his one-liners aren't just funny, they actually have a deeper meaning. So in this movie, Andy and his friends and Karen and Mike Norris, they're the experts in dealing with Chucky. So the government kind of wants their help in saving the world from this threat, this rogue AI that has now taken over all the Caslin products on planet Earth. And we show that Chucky has taken over Caslin headquarters and he's got it armed. He's got all these dolls ready to attack anybody that comes through that tries to shut him down, that tries to shut down the Caslin hive. Like he's figured out every way they could possibly shut the Buddy dolls down. And he's safeguarding it with killer dolls. He's got like fucking killer dolls ready to attack anybody that tries to fucking take him down. All right, he's a super genius in this movie. So Chucky's really cool in this movie, and he patterns his personality after all these other famous movie characters that he idolizes in this movie. So his personality evolves a little more in this movie from just being this docile kind of, "Hi, are we having fun?" to being more of a, he's got more personality, okay? And so um, so Chucky is even more likable in this movie, even though he's doing crazy shit, even crazier, wild, more evil shit. And Buddy dolls are just attacking the planet. Caslin cars are just attacking everyone. Everywhere they go, the cars are trying to mow people down. The drones are trying to scope out where people are. Everyone's being hunted by Chucky. All right. And so Mike Norris has to forgive Andy and his friends and say, okay, you guys created a monster that ended up killing my mother because of this monster you guys created, but I'm gonna forgive you guys because I need your help taking this monster down. And Andy's the key to it all because Andy is the only thing in the world that Chucky loves. So he's the linchpin. He's the key to saving the world and stopping Chucky. All right, is the fact that Andy is Chucky's only friend and that Andy is the only thing that Chucky really truly loves. And so what we have here is we have this post-apocalyptic movie that's almost like a George Romero zombie movie. But instead of zombies attacking humanity, it's Caslin products and Buddy dolls and Caslin drones and Caslin cars, and they're all being possessed by Chucky. It's Chucky controlling everything. And so Chucky's like a god in this movie. He's an all-knowing, all-powerful god over technology in this movie. All right, and he's attacking everyone. So it's a fun movie. But then later on in the movie, it is revealed that Chucky is doing all of this. The surprise twist in the end is that Chucky is doing all of this so that he can turn Andy Barkley into the Messiah, to turn Andy Barkley into the savior of mankind. That Andy Barkley is the only one that can save the world. So Chucky's doing all this. Chucky's being a villain and doing all of this just to position Andy Barkley to be the savior of all of humanity. Because he wants everyone in the world to love Andy just as much as he does. All right? He wants Andy to be bigger than Jesus. So he turned Andy Barkley into the John Connor of reality. All right? Because this Chucky knows about the Terminator franchise. He quotes it. Okay? He says lines like, "I'm Skynet, bitch." You know, stuff like that. He's self-aware in this movie, okay? Chucky is self-aware in this movie. He's not just a docile AI learning his first steps about this world. He's an AI that knows everything. So it takes this Chucky to a new level. He's like the Riddler, the Joker, Chucky, and all this other shit combined into one. Okay? So Mark Hamill's going to have a lot of fun with this performance. And so in the movie, we have a budding romance between Phelan and Andy, and I really want to make it like Chucky. Like, what if the Goonies were put into a post-apocalyptic situation, like involving killer dolls? That's what this movie is. It's like, I really want to play up the relationship between the kids, their friendship, and the relationship between Karen and Mike, because they get separated. Karen and Mike get separated from the kids. They have to go on their separate journeys, and Karen and Mike fall in love, and they go on this adventure to try to shut Chucky down, and Phelan and Andy start falling in love, and it's like a Goonies adventure for them. So it really does feel like a Goonies adventure, a post-apocalyptic Goonies with killer dolls. With some Terminator mixed in, some T2, because there is a good Chucky that helps the kids and shit. And so, anyways, yeah, we find out that the evil Chucky has done it all just to make Andy into the Messiah, and so it's all part of Chucky's plan. And so the movie is going to end on a note where I don't want to spoil it, actually, you know, but let's just say Chucky wins in this movie. Chucky wins. Chucky takes over the world, and it opens the door for a third film. A third film where, from the start of the movie, Chucky has already taken over the world, and we have groups of survivors who are banding together to try to get supplies and stay alive when Chucky has not only taken over all the Caslin products, but taken over all the products. So, yeah. So I really want it to be, a zombie movie, but with killer dolls instead of zombies. I really think it's going to be cool, and, hopefully we can get a much bigger budget for this film so that we can put more money into the special effects. And then, okay, so Henry Caslin gets rescued by the kids. The kids rescue Henry Caslin, and he becomes a main character in the movie. And they, he tells them about his son Chucky, and how his son Chucky was, he says, my son Chucky, for his birthday, I allowed him to be the first one to see the prototype of the Buddy doll, the original Buddy. And it malfunctioned and killed his son. The Buddy doll killed his son in a malfunctioning accident. And so this is when we find out. So the whole movie, because of that first campfire scene, we allude that maybe there's something supernatural going on, that maybe the spirit of Caslin's dead son Chucky is possessing the Buddy dolls in this, and maybe that's something supernatural's happening. Like, we kind of allude to that, but we never confirm it or anything. But this is where we find out that Henry Caslin, he's like, so that is when I started the Chucky project. They're like, and Andy and everybody look at each other like, the Chucky project? And he's like, yes. He's like, I wanted to create an AI that was an exact replica of my son Chucky. I wanted it to think like Chucky. I wanted it to be like Chucky. I wanted my son back. And then he talks about how the technology was stolen from him. The Chucky technology was smuggled out of the Caslin plant by a competing company. One of the workers stole the technology by implanting it into the programming of one of the Buddy dolls. And that's the Buddy doll that got the parameters switched off. So that's why it insisted on being called Chucky, because it had the Chucky project on it. It had the Chucky AI built in already. So you find out that Chucky is not only Chucky, he's not only a haywire Buddy doll, but his whole framework was designed around Henry Caslin's son, Chucky. That's why it's called the Chucky project. So there's a lot of twists in this movie, okay? So I hate that I had to spoil it all for you here. I gave you the spoiler warning. But, hey, if you want to see this Child's Play sequel happen, if you want to see carnage of all these killer dolls, killer teddy bears, all these different killer Caslin products, all these killer Buddy dolls attacking all these different people in the most amazing ways possible, the Buddy apocalypse, if you want to see that in the next Child's Play, if you want to see, because look, the reason this is the perfect idea is because this franchise needs to go in a new direction, all right? It needs to go in a new fucking direction with this film. And because it can't be anything like the sequels from Universal. It can't be anything like those movies. It has to be this Child's Play franchise has to go off in its own direction, and the Buddy apocalypse is that direction. Child's Play, the Chucky project is the sequel we need. So let's get that. Let's hope that MGM will support my script as the script that gets put into production for the sequel, because I think this is the script we need, y'all. Don't you guys want to see this? Don't you guys want to see a good Chucky fighting the evil Chucky? Chucky versus Chucky battle? You know, don't you want to see Buddy Two Dolls attacking people everywhere? Because if Child's Play 2019 was Alien, Child's Play, the Chucky project, is Aliens. It's like Aliens, okay? Quantifiably, all right? Because the first Child's Play had one killer doll. In my movie, you got thousands, millions of killer dolls. And it's going to be epic, all right? Because I know you want to see this. So Tyler Burton Smith and, you know, Lars Klevberg, I hope you guys would want to be involved in this project to some capacity. But, you know, I've got the script going right now. I know you're not supposed to work on a script before you're hired to actually do it, but I know it's a taboo. But hey, why not conceptualize a little bit? But yeah, Chucky needs to continue. This new Chucky needs to evolve. And yes, this new movie is like fucking, you know, a George Romero zombie movie meets T2 meets Child's Play meets all this shit. Because we have, you know, we have the scene in the Buddy Factory where all the Buddy dolls turn alive and they kill everybody, you know. It's going to be great, y'all. You're going to love this movie, so support this idea, y'all. That is the sequel to Child's Play that we deserve.
Oh my God. That was the best movie in the world. That was the best movie of all time. Child's Play. Oh. Wow, Chucky, that was fucking amazing.
You know what? I really liked that. This new Child's Play and this new Chucky, it wasn't trying to bite my style. It wasn't trying to imitate me. It was its own thing. And I can dig it.
I know. I cannot believe that I actually prefer that to the original in many ways.
What the fuck did you just say? I said I supported the remake. I didn't say I supported the idea of someone like you saying that they actually prefer Robo Chucky to me. Fuck you, asshole.
What?
You fucked up now, fat boy. It's time to die.
No, Chucky, no. I thought we were friends till the end.
This is the end, friend.
No. Oh. No, Chucky. Chucky, no.
Chucky, will you hug me one last time?
Oh no. What have I done? I killed my only friend. Evan! Evan, are you alive? Fuck! I'll never find a friend as good as Evan for as long as I live. What the hell?
Hi, are you my buddy?
Who the fuck are you?
I am your buddy until the end. More than a buddy, I'm your best friend. I love you more than you will ever know. I will never let you go.
Who the fuck do you think I am, asshole?
You are my buddy until the end. More than a buddy, you are a friend.
Will you quit singing? Fuck.
Look what I made for you. Can we be best buddies now?
You know what? You're not half bad, kid. As a matter of fact, I look at you as if you're my long-lost son. The son of Chucky. Come here, buddy. We can be friends till the end after all.
Down with you to the very end, cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies, cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies, cause you ain't never had a friend like me. I'm down for you, so ride with me. My enemies, your enemies, cause you ain't never had a friend like me. Nobody knows where we'll be. My enemies, your enemies, cause you ain't never had a friend like me.